Hi, welcome to the ISO Builder. The times of Grub, the misery and the saga from the Grub updates is at an end. So maybe you've also made the transition to Grub version 322, so release 322 version 4. This package is coming from ArcoLinux, and this is the fourth iteration, fourth version of Grub. When you update your system, right, you'll get a new package inside and it will add a hook. So see if that's okay on your system. Maybe with secure boot and stuff like that, it might change things that you don't want. So this is the Grub install hook and the Grub make configuration hook. It refers to the command grub make config, and the other one is grub install. So these two guys are going to make sure that we don't have to use aliases like update grub and the new guy install grub EFI, right? So these two guys, these two aliases, normally they're there if you want it manually, but the hooks, when you update and you install grub, these two guys will run. The best way to test this is go get a ISO from the past. And I have one downloaded, is HLWM that I've downloaded, and let's just quickly test this out and show you what I mean. What have we done to our system? It's always important for us to share that knowledge with you so you can understand what's going on. So there you go. This is, we're not going to go an advanced update, because an advanced update is going to update the system on the fly and you won't see anything, you won't learn anything, right? Because it's in Calamares, in the screens behind, that the update comes. So I'll do a simple, or an, how do we call it? Not the advanced installation, and then we update, and then we can teach you some knowledge about maintenance of your machine. So easy installation is what we called it. We're not going to use advanced installation. We're going to quit this, language change if you like, and up we go. So Brussels, Europe. Check out that this is correct. You'll see in the October release that it's fixed already in Calamares. We don't have to take attention that this is correct anymore. Belgian, erase disk, and off we go. So nothing abnormal. What you do is bits and bytes moving to one place to another place. It's called rsync. You can have a look at the technical stuff. It's going to unsquash and it's going to sync things from A to B, basically. But we're going to wait for everything to be installed. Then we update, and then you'll see what's going on with Grub. We did forget something, and it means you have to redo everything, which is okay, no problem. You just skip through the video. What did we forget to do? Let's see if I had set it originally correct or not. No. So enable UEFI. The issue with Grub is only with the UEFI setting. So if I want to test this, I need to be in UEFI. Now we get a new change there, new screen to boot up. There's no logo. Logo means bias. No logo, black and white, means UEFI. That's what I had to do. So let me just go over everything again, and let's pause the video here just so you don't waste your time. On second thought, let's just do this again, video this again. You just scroll through the video. Nothing special, nothing fancy. This will always work. Easy installation will always work. There's no internet required. There's nothing installed. There are no keys that can clash. There's nothing that can go wrong, except maybe a wrong ISO download. So check that the ISO is not corrupt. Let's pause the video here. And then there is the moment of rebooting. And we check out what happens. So Grub works, right? You can boot up. Why? It's the old Grub. It's the one from June. And then we're gonna stop this, stop that, click here, click there, Super C by Ctrl-Alt-T. This is the ISO of June, meaning more or less it's the end of May that has been created and released the 1st of June. All right. Normally, we just type update, right? So we just do what you're supposed to do. Update your system. You get replace this, replace that, and you get 1.2, which is not that much. I have here ISOs, well, SSDs that had around 3 gigabytes updates, and they work just fine. First, the big chunks, the big files are coming in, and then you'll see that it moves along and say, wow, it's faster. The smaller chunks at the end. And we keep our eyes open for Grub. In the saga of Grub, there are 2 things we now have to remember. The package Grub, right? And ArcoLinux system config git is gonna be the one that has these hooks to make Grub install and to launch Grub make config. Now the little packages come in with a few kilobytes. And then we've got the keys, right? If you're an Arch and you're new to Arch, that is the deal. There are keys. You have to update. Oh, capital S, where are you? Capital S, Arch Linux Keyring. That's what you need. And you see, you're jumping from the keyrings from April to the keyrings of August. So 4 months. More people, less people. So more keys or less keys. Anyway, we need to update again. And that doesn't mean you have to download everything again. No, just the ones that didn't have the key. Or correct key. So it is going to check the keys in the keyring. This is always the tricky part. If you pass the integrity check and the keyring check and all that, then off it goes. And we're going to look for Grub, right? So we're scrolling back up. While it's doing its job, we have the ArcoLinux system we should have a look at. I believe that's more to the end. Nope. More to the top then. Perl G. It is sometimes alphabetic, but not always. So beware that sometimes he has other ideas. Here is Grub. That's one. That's the very last one that Arch Linux made. It's coming from core. It's not coming from ArcoLinux. It's coming from Arch. This is core. This is extra. All Arch. And that's number 4 of the release 322. And this one works. And then we have to find the ArcoLinux system config, which is gonna give us the hooks. So this guy is gonna change and give us some hooks. Thunar at this point in time is being updated. Ah, there he is. And then etc, what have we done to your system? In here, you'll find a bit later. Yep, here he is already. Grub install and Grub make config hook. So 2 hooks. If you install Grub, run this one, run that one. And where do we see the results? At the end, when everything is installed. So after these lines, this means everything is installed. Then the rest comes 33 actions later on. And we should read or find this one. Here's a hook. Executing grub install, which is our alias that we've made in the past, install EFI, which is not there yet. So copy bash and then install grub EFI. That's exactly the same thing. Grub EFI or the hook is the same thing. grub install. And then the other one is grub make configuration or grub update as alias. So manual thing, automatic thing, right? Hooks or automatic. So if for some reason you say, oh my god, I don't want these hooks, remove them, right? Because you have now two hooks inside etc pacman.d. And voila, so we've got this line, and because of kernel we got it again, right? Update grub automatically, we've got it here again. And it's coming from another hook then. But the most important thing is can reboot, right? So the sudo reboot, we shouldn't do anything else. So what did we do? Update, we found out the ArcoLinux key was not okay, install the ArcoLinux keyring, and for the rest everything goes automatically, should work. On UEFI, grub is, BIOS is not affected. So these guys here, something should happen, right? Should be able to boot. In previous versions we went straight to the firmware. I've seen other things with missing files or configurations, CFG things, right? Anyway, version 4, 322 seems to last, seems to work again and again and again, because of course maybe that's another question that we have. Is it gonna work later on again, right? If it's one time, or can we do this one, for example? Is it working as well? Voila. I would say it's a good message. We're out of the issues of grub. Update your system. That's what we've done. We've done then, decided or found out then later on we needed the ArcoLinux keyring because the keyring was 4 months old, right? Normal that you should install the latest one. Done that, update it again, and everything goes automatically. You know now why, and you can also, well, undo my work. If you say for some reason I don't want this hook, then you just remove the file in here, right mouse click, open folder as root, become root, and just change anything you like. Change it or delete it or move it somewhere else, and it will not be launched. All right, enjoy your systems.